Come on in. This is my home and studio. The first room we'll be in is a drafting room, the washer dryer, and some art. The first dose of my art, which is a very casual style and paying homage to many women. Okay, now let's go into my kitchen. I'll take this, please. The aprons. I did 4 aprons for a show this year, and the theme was aprons of identity, and I made them all feminist aprons. Here's the kitchen of sisterhood. And when I got this house, I was delighted because I had a big enough home that I could have people over for potlucks and parties and soirees and salons. So I've got, now you're going to start seeing art by other people. So this is my friend Nancy the Potter. Now, before we go too much further, this is a dulcimer, and in the 70s I started making dulcimers, and I made 37 of them. I learned to play a little bit, but mostly what I was good at was making them. This is I also made clay things for 8 years, and this has 88 of my pointy fingerprints in it, and this is Chinese checkers. Couldn't think of the name of it. Chinese checkers. Let's go ahead and look at the paintings right here. Grandpa Chaz did these. And Grandpa Chaz made this frame because he's a silversmith, metalsmith, and this is made out of copper. This is one of Grandpa Chaz's landscapes. The thing that's in this frame is a felt piece made by my daughter when she was about 8, and the babysitter, who I'm pretty sure was Lolly Rogers, insisted that they do something creative. So she made a bird. So now we're coming into this room. These are both my pieces here. I found this part of the lamp at a flea market here in town. This is a leg that's loose, and this is a head that's loose. So it's all set to light up. And I keep having a suspicion that this came from Flagler College with the twisted columns and everything. So I can't really prove it, but it looks like something from their style. Here's the book collection, because I call this an archives, and that has to do partly with the collections of books as well as of lesbian newsletters that I have. I have back issues of several of the publishers from yesteryear. And next wall. Let me just I'm not going to go through the spiel, but I'm just going to show this and then close it up, okay, for another time. And then over here, here's Ukulele Lady. And at 16, that's me behind there on the stairs at Byrd High School. And there were 13 of us, and that impromptu dulcimer band. And then, so that was age 16.
Mm-hmm.
This number has to do with the fact that I was, for 30 years, a resident at Pagoda Community. And sometimes they give you a gold watch for a 20-year residency. So I made myself a wonderful clock. And here's this little Harlequin doll again. So I have lots of Cupid dolls and lots of cigar boxes and lots of different symbols. My daughter-in-law was from Columbia, and so she gave me that old bus. I once went to London, so I took those two and made a little tribute box out of there. Shall we go to the portrait room?
Sure.
And you can cough.
Good.
Now we did the ancestors. Let me start with my mom.
All right.
And she was such a source of inspiration for me. And I did her at a time when she had the blues. Her wonderful second husband had just died.
Oh no.
And she had the blues, and I said, don't worry about it. And, you know, it's what it is, and you'll get over it. So I did her, and I did myself. And I had started using the harlequin as a kind of a symbol for the joker with the serious question. So in '59, that's who I was. Then, let's see, this is back in 1951, and Lila Shelby did the portrait. And I basically, my friend Adelaide and I were having our portraits painted by Lila Shelby, and we went down to the Caddo Hotel for the sittings, and that kind of taught me how she could do a portrait, and I thought, I can do that. So I started trying to do it, and these are my kids that I did in '74. And then these are my grandkids. These two are my grandkids that I did a couple of years ago. Here's Kai, is the one I'm working on of him now at 12. That's my daughter at 50. Shorty Reese, the pilot, came in the 20s and landed on the beach. He later was responsible for building all the cottages that became Pagoda. It was called Reese's Cottages by the Sea. And he's a little bit forgotten, so I'm going to try to see that he gets remembered again. This is a local icon, Miss Carrie and Miss Carrie Johnson. And I'm working on that, and I hope to do a mosaic tile as well for her. And I think they're, okay, this is Chaz by me, and this is me by Chaz. This was 62 that he did that, and this was 59.
Cool.
All right. I'm not going to take you in to the show in that bathroom for obvious reasons. Did we get this room?
No.
We didn't get this room. Let's get it.
Okay.
Okay. When I began to make dulcimers, people brought instruments to me, and I wanted to take them apart and see how they were put together. So, this was the result of that. And the Florida fiddle in the middle, my friend Ran, her husband made that, and it's a plywood fiddle. I of course endowed it with breasts and a face and a belly button and the labeling, but Ran's husband made that, and I call it a Florida fiddle, folk fiddle. Here's my resume, which